I mean, I couldn't believe it. I had just read your email that morning, and I'm flipping through the dials, and I hear Rush Limbaugh quoting you, Bob. Are you the mouthpiece for Rush Limbaugh now? Is that what's...
The secret's out. You know, it's been years, and finally he quoted me outright. But you know, I've been the muse behind.
Well, no, I didn't hear your name used or given any credit for what you did. But I'd read your stuff, and I said he's talking about Bob.
No. See, we already started filming, and I got to tell you, man, we got a winner on our hands here. Okay, look, I don't understand. How can you pull out when we haven't even started filming yet? Okay, well, what can I do to make it right? I mean, you know I can't do this thing without investors. Okay, hey, I guess there's nothing I can say, right? I mean, if you want to pull out of the most original reality TV show to come across in years, then I guess there's nothing I can do. Yeah, sure, bye.
So, I suppose we should start packing and move on to the next thing.
No, we're not. We're not going anywhere. We're staying right here in Pittsburgh.
Are you kidding me? This place has been trouble from the get-go. That kid thinks he's the star. The guy can't stop preaching. It's a nightmare.
Can you just be quiet for a few minutes? I need to think about this.
Remember when paying attention to detail was important to building things that last? At Omega Home Improvements, we believe that your siding deserves that same attention to detail so it too is built to last. We specialize in a foam back insulated panel that features 5 times the energy efficiency and is 4.5 feet longer than other panels used on homes today. We're Omega Home Improvements, doing it right from beginning to end.
At S&T Bank, we've got a new account for people with busy lives. It's called the Preferred Account, and it's full of everything you need and none of what you don't, like free anywhere ATM transactions. So you never have to make a special stop to save a fee. The Preferred Account at S&T Bank. It's your life. We just made it a little easier.
Bradley Physical Therapy was a place I wanted to be, not a place I had to be. And that made all the difference. Their scheduling, it's so amazing that because I teach, I have to come after school. So they would work that with me. And even if I would call and say, oh my goodness, we have a teacher's meeting tonight, they would reschedule it for the next time. And they worked with me every time. It was never a burden, never a hardship, and it was always easy.
Senior Care Plaza is a family-owned, long-term care residence that provides a nurturing home and a high-quality care program. If your loved one can no longer care for themselves, it's time to think about Senior Care Plaza. We call it care. You'll call it home. If you've been looking for a high-quality, top-rated personal care home with your specific needs in mind, Senior Care Plaza in McKeesport, Pennsylvania may be for you. Senior Care Plaza.
Look, it's really not that big of a deal. And I think I can help. I have some ideas, I've been doing some research, and I have a couple ideas for some great shows that we can do back in LA. That's where everything is happening. I mean, whoever heard of basing a show out of Pittsburgh anyway?
Would you listen? You don't understand that there's more than just the show going on here.
Okay, you're right, I don't understand. What more could there possibly be to it? Here in Pittsburgh of all places.
It's like I said, you don't understand. Look, I just need you to keep your mouth shut, okay? I just keep it shut about the investors pulling about everything. We're going to continue to film like usual, all right? But now, we're going to keep filming until I can work this whole thing out. But until then, I need you to keep it shut. You get me?
Fine.
You got it?
Yeah, I got it.
I was wondering if you guys were here. So, what's on the agenda for today?
We're gonna put out a tip jar and see how that goes.
Knock it off.
Huh?
Marcus, what is on the agenda today? Today's agenda, Marcus, is all about you.
Really?
It's you today, man. I know you've been looking forward to this, right?
No, have I been?
It's your time to
Ooh,
shine.
Well, listen, wait. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Wait, I gotta get the kitchen ready because the viewers
Okay.
like to see me make the new drinks in the kitchen, and I'll get those ready, and then, but don't come back yet because it's not ready yet. So,
All right, but hurry.
not more than 5 minutes.
You've been with all kinds of different organizations. They're all very conservative. What's your organization?
Right now I'm with the American Civil Rights Union, not to be confused with the ACLU.
Yeah, what's the difference between the two?
Well, we defend actual constitutional rights, which come from God, not government. The ACLU makes up a new right every other day and then imposes it on other people. And we're there to defend the Boy Scouts, freedom of religion, freedom of speech that the ACLU won't defend, that sort of thing.
But you're writing for the Washington Times?
That's right, I'm a weekly columnist now. And what I do is I write a piece and they post it on Friday nights online, and then it's in the print edition in the commentary section on Monday. Which pleases me because I have ink in my veins. I'm an ink-stained wretch. I came out of the print journalism background at the LA Times and other papers, so I love seeing it in print.
For what you do, for your stand for the faith, for your stand for our freedoms, for your stand for our country, I mean, this should be like easy for you to write. There's enough stuff going cattywampus now.
I like to say it's a target-rich environment. I don't really have to worry about finding a topic. It's a matter of choosing which one might strike a chord with the public at the time.
What's the biggest thing on your heart right now? What's the thing that's maybe driving you the craziest?
Media bias. Watching the media salivate and go through Sarah Palin's emails, 24,000 of them, 30 reporters lined up in Anchorage, or Juneau, I guess, and they have zero curiosity about our president and where he came from and what he believes and what his college records were. Zero. And yet Sarah Palin, it's so clear they want to do a search and destroy mission because she represents a huge threat. She's a Christian. She didn't abort a baby that had Down syndrome. She's a successful conservative woman. She has an intact family. I mean, she's every threat to them. So no wonder they want to destroy her.
Why do you think, talking about destroying things, why do you think there's such an outright attack against marriage today? I mean, it seems like everywhere you turn, we just had this, there was a homosexual judge that the whole proposition, what is it, 8?
Prop 8 in California.
Prop 8 in California was brought
constitutional
before,
amendment.
and he upheld it, and they didn't think there was a conflict of interest, and then they went
He
before.
actually struck it down, right?
Oh,
Right.
yeah. And why is there such an attack right now? What's the deal with this?
Well, actually, it goes way back. The left has been at war with marriage and the family since its inception, since the French Revolution, because the family represents a great competitor to the state. If you're raised in a family with a loving mother and father, and they take you to church and so forth, you develop a different set of loyalties. You're also more likely to be someone with personal responsibility that doesn't need the government as much. When you break the family, then the government can grow bigger, picking up the pieces. So if you look at liberalism today, it's at war with the family and has been. They're promoting everything that will destroy the family, from abortion to pornography to homosexuality to extreme feminism. You name it, they're against the family. And it makes sense because government is their God. And anything that gets in the way needs to be swept away.
Is that why you wrote the book, The Truth About Marriage?
I think so, because a lot of people don't understand why marriage is unique. It really is the uniting of a man and a woman, not just two people. It's universal. You'll find it in China, Japan, across the centuries. It's the best place to raise children. It's the centerpiece of civilization, and it was the very first institution God created, before anything else. When you're messing with marriage, you're messing with the heart of God's creation. And a lot of Christians, are scratching their heads. They know there's something wrong with the idea of a brideless wedding, but they don't want to, look intolerant.
Yeah.
So they don't say anything.
Well,
but deep down, they don't like it for good reason.
They don't want to seem uncompassionate.
Right.
They don't want to seem hateful. And yet, when that style of marriage or that type of marriage, there are two people that are broken that aren't ever going to be healed.
That's right. They're looking for love in all the wrong places. Right. And it's supported by the myth that people are born gay and can't change. That's the central myth of the gay rights movement. And science doesn't hold it up. The research has not been found to show a genetic component, but the bigger proof is the people who have come out of it through therapy, but mostly through the grace of Jesus Christ, who can regenerate any mind and turn people away from any sin. You know, the thing about the whole attack on marriage is that it's people asking for an exception to the rules that everybody else lives by. God set them down to benefit us. He's not a cosmic killjoy. He said, I've set these rules because you will thrive if you go by my rules. And if you step outside them, any sex outside marriage, you'll hurt yourself, your family. There's no victimless crime here. You always hurt other people when you step outside of God's way. Marriage is his way.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a special treat all the way from Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, about 5 hours away. So please put your hands together for Miss Rachel Marie.
Trying to tell me who I am. Sometimes I can't tell the difference anymore. Please show me how to leave the world behind and let me take a stand. 'Cause I know that only you can open up the door. And I'm dying to know what is true when I'm no longer sitting here alone with you. When all the songs start to sound the same and I'm no longer in this for you. You sent me something beautiful, but I need a sign. It's true. I need your strength. I need your grace to keep me alive when I'm away from this place. Your spirit makes me full and I'm alive when you're within me. And somehow I just seem to forget I am the castaway, so pull me close and let me let you fill me. 'Cause I don't need any more of these regrets. Rain down on me and tell me where I'm at.
Thank you. Hi, Kate. I'm Annie. Marcus says you're a regular here. How's the writing going?
Well, I'm having a bit of a block right now, and I'm really hoping that this cappuccino is going to help. So you're new here. How's that going for you?
Everything's okay so far. Tim's my uncle, so I'm glad I can help him out. But between you and me, I'm not so sure how filming a reality TV show here is going to work out. But if Uncle Tim says it's okay.
Well, what's wrong?
Honestly, I'm not so sure you can trust Dirk or GiGi for that matter.
Well, if it helps, I think you should always be on your guard.
I'll keep that in mind. Let me know if I can get you anything else.
All right, thanks.
His place, his place, his place.
to go in there.
We're that close, huh?
That close.
Well, there are some folks that are getting even closer because they are going to our website at hisplace.tv and they're leaving us some feedback and letting us know. They're emailing us and telling us things.
You know, talk about close. It doesn't matter. The internet's a wonderful thing. It doesn't matter how close you are to our actual studio. Great show tonight. This is from Jim, and Jim is from Colorado Springs, Colorado. Great show tonight. Viewed it on the internet. I mean, there it is. It says everything.
Very cool.
You can watch the show even if it's not wherever you are throughout the world.
We're in 80 markets.
80
across
markets,
the US.
but we're actually in every market because we are in your house on your computer. Watch it at hisplace.tv. All the shows are archived. They're all there. You can reserve a spot, come in and see us. You can watch all the shows whenever you want to see it. You can send us a letter, send us a note. Hisplace.tv.
Oh, hello there. So are you new?
Ah, yes, I'm Tim's niece, Annie. You're Joe, right? He told me about you.
Yeah, that's me. I'm Joe Mansky. Nice to meet you, Annie.
You too.
So anybody hear from Sam yet?
Well, Uncle Tim got a postcard from her. She said she's having a blast, but she didn't mention anything about returning.
Well, that's okay, as long as she doesn't call me up on the phone, you know, asking for rides, you know what I mean? Hey,
Gotcha.
where is everybody? I mean, you're not here by yourself, are
Oh,
you?
I'm not. Dirk's in the kitchen filming Marcus.
Oh, yeah, you know what? I better get back there, you know what I mean?
All right.
Hey,
no
nice
problem.
talking to you, Annie.
You too, Joe.
Hey, guys,
You know,
what's
Bob,
up?
when somebody talks the way that you talk, the first thing that many in the homosexual community will do is they'll say you're a homophobe. You know, because you don't want gay marriage, something that they want.
What?
The same rights that that everyone else has. They want the same rights, and I'm sure someone has said that to you. I'm sure, or someone has said that about you at some point.
Well, Tim, I've
How
been
do you
doing
respond?
this. I've been doing this issue for 20 years, maybe, and I haven't seen any new arguments in about 15. But one I see all the time is that charge that you're somehow hateful or bigoted if we disagree with you. And I think that's a very effective tactic because most people don't want to be thought of as intolerant, so it works. It's intimidation. But, you know, this is getting out of hand because just look at the case of Peter Vidmer. He won an Olympic gold medal for gymnastics, and he lives in California, and he was heading the U.S. gymnastics team for the Olympics. And he was forced to resign as head of the gymnastics team because
Did he do drugs? Did he have a failed drug test or something? Or
it turns out he supported Proposition 8, which the people of California passed for their constitution to protect marriage as the union of a man and a woman.
The majority of the people of California passed that to protect marriage,
Yeah,
right?
so that makes Peter Vidmer, an Olympic gold medalist, unfit for our Olympics team. You see where this is headed?
Bob, I mean, that's the only reason?
It's the only reason. And this is they say, you know, people who believe in traditional marriage are homophobes and are hateful, but really it's the people on the other side. They're saying, you cannot disagree with us anymore, or we're going to find ways to punish you. And that's what concerns me, that if this keeps finding its way into the law, it will transform God's biblical morality into a form of bigotry that's the same as racism in the eyes of the law. So that will turn believers into bigots punished by the law. In California, if you're a businessman, you must extend benefits to same-sex partners, even if you believe that's a sin and the Lord has given you your business to honor Him and not to enable sin. So California is saying you will choose between God and Caesar. And that's a choice no American should have to make in a free nation.
I mean, that's pretty scary, Bob.
I think it's real scary. In fact, I was talking to someone who was near the President of the United States for many years, and he said in confidence, I think the gay rights movement poses the greatest threat to freedom this country faces today, bar none. And he said the drive to homosexualize the military is the greatest threat our military has ever faced. And I said, you know, really? Pearl Harbor and everything? He says, believe me, this will undo the military. And, you know, in the name of tolerance, a lot of people deep down believe that, gee, I don't go along with this stuff, I don't like it, but I don't want to not like my friend Fred over here, or my cousin, or my daughter, or son. And the answer is that you love everybody, but you don't enable them to continue in behavior that you know God doesn't like and will hurt them.
If we recognize it as sin, as something that, I mean, even if, you know, from my standpoint, I don't believe that people are born this way, but let's go with the argument. Even if they are, okay, I'll just throw that argument out. Even if they are, if you have a proclivity to alcoholism, or you have a proclivity to lying, or you have a proclivity, the Bible says don't do these things.
Right.
So you fight, you overcome that stuff, and you say, you know what, I'm not going down that road because the Bible says it's wrong.
That's right.
So regardless, even the argument that says, well, I'm born this way, well, the Bible says, no, it's wrong. So
Right.
it's still wrong.
Plus, there's no scientific evidence that there's a genetic component. In fact, the few studies that they publicized have been refuted, and none of them have been replicated. And there are so many people who've gotten out of it. You know, that disproves the rule. Plus, the twin studies, where more than half were not gay. If it's genetic material that's identical, they both have to be gay for it to have any real genetic meaning. Now, I think the best thing, I think that if you think someone's born that way, they probably feel that way themselves, and they have felt that way since they were very little. That doesn't mean they were born that way.
Right.
I do believe some people were born with a personality type that makes them more vulnerable to the environmental factors that tend to produce this type of inclination.
Right. Or the culture says, if you act this way, therefore you must be gay.
Yeah, and it used to be that the culture would discourage it. And kids, you know, who were inclined and had thoughts that way would eventually grow out of it. Now they're being encouraged to try it, stay in it, identify with it. That's the worst thing you can do to somebody.
Yeah, and it hurts. It hurts so many folks.
It's not compassionate.
This is where I create all of the magic. I dream up these drinks and test them here.
Okay, just keep rolling. Joe, can you move out of the way? I mean, this is Marcus's segment we're filming.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. All right, back to what I was saying
Okay,
about...
look, guys, I got to take this. Joe, just stay out of the way, okay?
Hey, sorry, Dirk.
No, it's no problem. Marcus, just keep doing what you're doing, okay? I'll be right back. I really got to take this.
Where are you going?
Okay, now, where was I? Oh, yeah, okay. Now, what I like to do is use different blends of the different coffees. Now,
Oh, yeah, like the cardamom.
What about cardamom?
It was nothing, okay? It was nothing. All right.
It
Anyway,
sounds like Joe didn't like it.
who cares?
Yeah, I was lucky I didn't try it, you know, considering it got a lot of people sick.
Nobody got sick. Nobody got sick. Okay.
How many people got sick?
No. Nobody got sick. No, they just didn't like the taste of the cardamom, not the coffee. Look, man, stay out of my business. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, I can see what you're saying, but, you know, at least I don't put, you know, different spices in the coffee. It makes people sick.
I mean, you don't even know how to make coffee. What are you talking about?
Oh, come on. What moron doesn't know how to make coffee?
You call me a moron? You call me a moron? Because I am not a moron. I am smart, okay? Got a degree.
Hey, thanks for calling. I really appreciate it. Look, hey, I have got an incredible investment opportunity for you here. I'm filming this reality TV show in Pittsburgh. Okay, yeah. Hey, I had to give it a try, right? I understand, no. All right, thanks anyway. Yeah.
Why does everyone pick my table?
Excuse me?
Nothing. So, is there trouble in Perk's paradise?
No, it's not really trouble. It's more like a little snag, you know, but it's definitely nothing I haven't encountered before, and it's certainly nothing I can't handle.
Well, darn. I was kind of hoping that you were through with Perks and you were done with this cafe, and I could enjoy a quiet cup of coffee and get over my writer's block.
Ouch. Wow. Well, you really don't enjoy this, do you?
What would I enjoy about what you're doing to everyone here in the cafe? You're turning everyone into something they're not.
No, wait a minute. I'm not doing that. Look, what you see coming out of these people, that's who they really are. That's their true personality coming out. What you see is who they are.
I don't think so. Besides, I think sometimes things are better left unsaid and undone.
Well, no, I see what you're saying, but I think you're totally wrong. Look, I'm going to work really hard to make this show happen. And you'll see it. And when you see it, then you're finally going to understand.
Well, I hope you don't make it happen. And I'm never going to understand. I got to go. I can't get anything done here.
Hey, Frankie! How you doing, man? It's good to hear from you. Listen, I'm in Pittsburgh right now. No, I really am in Pittsburgh right now. I'm filming a reality TV show out here. Yeah, I tell you, it's going to blow the lid off the industry. I got to tell you. Okay, no. Okay, listen. I've never steered you wrong before, have I? Of course I haven't.
So much information that's passed back and forth, easily shifted, and I know this is, you know, this homosexual agenda thing is one hot button, but the economy, they're saying the economy and where we are, the debt ceiling, things like that. These are really the things that are going to shape 2012.
Oh, they are. And the economy question is not just financial. There's a huge moral aspect to it. It's really all about whether we're going to see our government change its relationship with the citizens to turn us into subjects. And that's really at the core of Obamacare, too, because a government that can decide to withhold health care or give it to you, and you have no place else to go in a single-payer system, makes you a subject automatically. And subjects tend to be less critical of their governments than real citizens who believe the government is we the people. So this is a huge struggle for the soul of America, I believe. In fact, I even wrote a book, Fighting for America's Soul. It's the third one down.
Okay.
Yep, Fighting for America's Soul. And it shows that the economic issues and the social issues are all moral issues, because they all tell us where we're headed as a people and how much freedom we'll have. The European Union has been trying to say to America, become like us. Increase your welfare state, put more...
Oh, that's really working. It's really working over there.
Right, it's failing miserably. They're in deep debt. Greece is erupting in riots, and they want us to go down that road. America was founded on freedom, liberty, because it was founded on a Christian view that the government's not God, God is God. And men are not angels. So we're of inestimable value to God, but we're also sinners. So we need some government to restrain us, but just enough. The genius of the founders was we don't want to give them too much government. It will push down individual enterprise, which has made us wealthy, prosperous, and free. There's nothing wrong with capitalism. It has made us the freest people in the history of this planet. And to go down an old road of feudalism, basically, where the government controls everything like the king did, would be a wrong way to go.
Well, it drives people to do better. It drives people. I mean, I was in Russia right after the Soviet Union collapsed, and I saw the mentality of the people there.
It's sad, isn't it?
Yeah, it was a very sad mentality. I mean, they're still struggling, 20 years later with that mentality of...
Pull up a chair and find his care. We'll be here every day in his place. Ba-ba-da-da, his place, his place, his place.
All right, I want to let you know that on the next His Place, Bob is going to be back, and we're going to be talking more. I tell you what, I hope he got you a little fired up. Hope he got you thinking. And you can always go to our website, hisplace.tv, and find out more about him and about some of the books that he's written. You want to get some of this stuff, one of the greatest thinkers we have in America today. Also, Dirk announces he must leave. Really? Got to tune in to the next His Place and find out what's up.